Volkswagen Tiguan Generation 3. Launched in April 2024, we can already see it's taking Volkswagen's latest design cues, including the long continuation of the headlights through the front of the car, the larger flat VW badge, and more of a slabs-ended front on here. But that works well with the very boxy look from the side, because at the side, well, we can see this is a large vehicle. And it takes on board what the Tiguan's always been about, that activity and utility model. We've got some lovely design cues, some really nice smooth curves on the side, a roofline with rails that runs not quite coupe-esque, but does slope down towards the back into that spoiler, and then these lights at the rear. Now this is the R, so this is the top of the range sporty model, and you can really tell that 1.5 litre mild hybrid petrol really putting the car through its paces. At the back, again, more modern Volkswagen styling. So we have the rear lights wrapping around with a long LED light bar across. Again, a bit more of a flat end, but that spoiler on the R hiding a sloped rear window. And you also get automatic boot opening. This gives you a very large boot space and a nice flat floor as well, but it is a double floor. But this is a really practical space. Easily get a family of four's luggage in here if you're going on holiday. Inside it's also comfortable, and again, this being the R-Line, you get all the toys. But the 12.9-inch infotainment screen is standard. Lovely soft finishes on the dashboard, and a really nice ambient lighting setup as well. The steering wheel features a lot of buttons, but unlike in the Volkswagen BEV models, they're actually tactical. You can actually press them and not sliders. In fact, Volkswagen seem to have done away with a lot of the slider buttons, apart from a lot of stuff is concentrated through the infotainment screen, and your settings for your climate control through there as well. So that can be a bit confusing, but it is, all in all, rather comfortable. Now, it's comfortable to sit in, but what's it like to drive? Well, this is the R, so the suspension is going to be slightly more tuned, but ultimately it's really pretty nice. The steering wheel feels good in the hand, and powering into the corners and out of them, there feels like there's plenty of grip. The Tiguan's built on the MEQ platform, so already it's got ingrained knowledge from around Volkswagen Group. And as you can see, I'm throwing it round here on an alpine course, and it's holding well. Ultimately, the cabin is comfortable, the seats are keeping me well gripped in, and I'm not worried about body roll, despite the fact that basically what I'm driving is a SUV on stilts. The Tiguan is an impressive upgrade, but how does it fare in the European market? Well, Autovista Group experts have analysed this model against some of its key rivals when it comes to residual values. Let's see how it stacks up. The Autovista Group interactive dashboard provides analysis of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats to the Volkswagen Tiguan in key European markets, as well as forecast residual values and residual values as a percentage of the list price after 36 months and 60,000 kilometres. Looking at the data from two of the markets included in this month's launch report, analysed the 1.5 litre 130 horsepower mild hybrid petrol variant, we can see how the Tiguan compares to its rivals. In Spain, the Life edition of the Tiguan has the second highest list price of €42,299 compared to the BMW X1, Hyundai Tucson and Peugeot 3008. However, it retains the most value, 60%, after the time and mileage periods, just beating the Tucson in terms of RV percentage. In France, the VW edition of the Tiguan has a list price of €43,350, just below the BMW X1 but more than domestic competition in the form of the Peugeot 3008 and the Renault Austral. In this market, it also has the second highest forecast residual value percentage at 57%, while the BMW will hold 61% of its value after 36 months and 60,000 kilometres. This means the Tiguan's residual value is forecast to drop to €24,697. You can find details about more markets, including analysis from Autovista Group experts on the potential of the Volkswagen Tiguan, by heading to the launch report page on the autovista24.com website. Ultimately then, the Tiguan is a lovely car, especially in the top range R line, but across all models and trims as well. Volkswagen may be concentrating on its battery electric vehicle range, but it's not letting go of what other drivers want. And this gives plenty of practicality, plenty of opportunity for buyers.